Hi students. Next we are going to discuss some problems about Kirchhoff voltage law. So consider the problem. It states that a Wheatstone bridge ABCD, which is arranged as follows: AB, the branch AB is equal to 1 ohm and BC is equal to 2 ohm, CD is equal to 3 ohm and DA is equal to 4 ohm. A resistance of 5 ohm is connected between B and D. 5 ohm is connected here. A 4 volt battery of internal resistance 1 ohm is connected between A and C. It is connected between A and C. So it is connected here. Calculate the magnitude and direction of current in 5 ohm resistor and the resistance between A and C. So this is the 5 ohm resistor. We have to calculate the magnitude and direction of current in 5 ohm resistor, and second we have to find out the resistance between A and C. So the figure shows the Wheatstone bridge ABCD. Mark the currents in various branches as shown. That is, the current which is flowing through this branch AB is I1, and from the current which is flowing through A and AD, the branch AD is I2, and the current which is flowing through the central limb, that is BD, is I3. So the current which is entering at this junction B is I1, and a current which is flowing away from this B is I3. So the difference of I1 and I3 is flowing here. So the current which is flowing through this 2 ohm resistor is I1 minus I3. So here the current I1 minus here the current at D, the current I3 is entering here and I2 is also entering here. So the current which is flowing through this branch, that is DC, is I2 plus I3, since I2 is entering here and I3 is also here. So the sum of these two currents is flowing through this branch DC. So the current is I2 plus I3 here. And here at point C, I1 minus I3 is coming to C, and also I2 plus I3 is also coming to C. So here minus I3 and here it is plus I3, so it get cancelled. So the current which is flowing through this branch is I1 plus I2. So the current which is flowing through this branch CE is I is equal to I1 plus I2. And here it is flowing through this 1 ohm resistor, and it is circulates up to the point A, and here a battery is also connected. So for the loop ABDA, that is the first loop, here it is ABDA, we are going to find out the branch currents. For the loop ABDA, we have to apply the KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law, for writing the equations, loop equation. So first we assume the direction of current I1 is in this direction, and we are going to analyze ABDA is the loop we are going to analyze. So we are going in the same direction of I1. So here the voltage drop can be taken as negative. So the first value is minus 1 into I1, and the second is we are going from B to D, and the current is also going from B to D. So the voltage drop occurs here is minus 5 into I3, and in the next session we are going from D to A, and the direction of we are going to analyze the circuit in the direction from D to A, but the current is flowing from A to D. So we can take this voltage drop as 4 into I2 as positive. So that is about the first loop. So we get the equations like minus 1 into I1 minus 5 into I3 plus 4I2 is equal to 0. That is, I1 plus 5I3 minus 4I2 is equal to 0. That is, we rearrange the equation by rearranging the sign of this variables. So mark it as equation number 1. And for the second loop, that is BCDB, we know the second loop is this BCDB. On the similar way we are going to analyze this circuit. So first we are going from B to C. So B to C, we can see a resistor that is 2 ohm, and the current which is flowing through this 2 ohm resistor is I1 minus I3. So the voltage drop is occurs here. It is we are going in this direction, and also the current also flowing in the same direction. So we can take this as negative minus 2 into I1 minus I3 is the voltage drop occurs in this resistor. And in the next section, that is from C to D, we are going to analyze the circuit from C to D, but the current is flowing from D to C. So we can take this voltage drop as positive. And the third section, that is D to B, we are going to analyze from D to B, but the current is flowing from B to D, that is in the opposite direction. So we can take this as positive. So we can write the equation for the loop BCDB as minus 2 into I1 minus I3 plus 3 into I2 plus I3 plus 5I3 is equal to 0. On rearranging this equation, we get 2I1 minus 10I3 minus 3I2 is equal to 0. Mark it as equation number 2. And for the loop, third loop, that is FA, BC, EF, that is the third loop. FA, this is F, A, B, C, E, F, that is the third loop, which contains this voltage source and also this resistor, that is the third loop. So here we can write the equation like minus I1, that is here minus I1. We are going to analyze the circuit in this direction, so the current is also flowing in the same direction. So we can take this minus 1 into I1, and next is minus 2 into I1 minus I3, and next is minus 1 into I1 plus I2, and the next one is we can see this voltage source, that is here. First we can see the negative terminal, and it ends with the positive terminal. So we can take this value as positive. So plus 4 is equal to 0. So we can write the equation for the loop FABCEF as minus 1 I1 minus 2 into I1 minus I3 minus 1 into I1 plus I2 plus 4 is equal to 0. We can simplify this equation and write 4 I1 minus 2 I3 plus I2 is equal to 4. That is the equation number 3. On analyzing this equation, we can get the values like I3 is the current which is flowing through. We have to find out what is the value of current which is flowing through this 5 ohm resistor. For that we are analyzing these three equations, and we get the value of I3 as 20 divided by 230, that is equal to 0.087 ampere. That is the answer. And next we have to find out the value of we are going to substitute the value of I3 and to get the value of I2. So after substituting the value of I3 in any one of those equations, we get the value of I2 as 0.348 ampere. So from the value of I2 and I3, we can easily find out the value of I1 also. So what is the value of current which is supplied by the battery is equal to, we know from the diagram, the value of current which is supplied by this battery is I1 plus I2. So we know the value of I1 and I2, and we can use those values to find the value of current which is supplied by the battery. That is, I is equal to I1 plus I2 is equal to 0.957 plus 0.348. That are the values of I1 and I2. So we get the total current I is equal to 1.305 ampere. This is the current which is supplied by this battery. Next we have to find out the potential difference between the points A and C. So we can find out that value by applying this equation, that is, it is equal to EMF of battery minus drop in the battery. So we know the value of EMF of that battery is 4 volt minus this drop, that is the current or voltage drop in those in that battery is, the current is 1.305 into the value of resistance is 1. We know to find out the value of voltage drop, that is voltage drop is equal to current into the value of resistance. So here the current which is flowing through the 1 ohm resistor is 1.305 and the resistance value is 1. So the voltage drop occurs with the 1 ohm resistor is 1 into 1.305. So the EMF of battery is 4, that minus this voltage drop we get 2.695 volt. So this is the voltage drop or potential difference which occurs between A and C. Next we have to find out the resistance between A and C. In the previous step we got the value of potential difference. So potential difference across AC divided by the battery current, we are going to use this equation to find out the value of resistance between the points A and C. After applying the values, that is potential difference is 2.695 divided by the current, battery current is 1.305. So after substituting these values we get the resistance between A and C as 2.065 ohm. So this is about this problem. We can easily find out the value of resistance between A and C and potential difference between A and C and the unknown currents by using this techniques. Thank you.